So today we've been talking about digital entertainment, and in particular we've been talking about what, one of the main trends, one of the main new things that's happening, of the many new things that are happening, about tablets and about the iPad in particular. And one of the things you said today, Nicholas, you said it's a really transformative experience. I remember you quoted something from Walt Disney about curiosity opening new paths, and I really got a sense of passion from you about what this may mean, what the new patterns of behaviour might mean for Disney as a content producer. Could you elaborate on that a little for us now?
Certainly. Well, I think, if you rewind 2 years ago, no one would have expected to have such a transformative device. Many people have, been thinking about delivering video over traditional media, whether it's, PCs or whether it's mobile phones, but I think what Steve Jobs did so elegantly and so well is he just created a form factor that made it so simple. The simplicity of it, the elegance of it, the fact that it's flat, the fact that it can be put in a briefcase, the fact that it's comfortable to hold. So he completely revolutionized the form factor, and by doing that he created an entire new way of consuming TV or consuming video. Now, TV is clearly our bread and butter business, and we do the majority of our revenues, and it's certainly the best screen available in the house, and it's where consumers are going to go. It's big, it's large, I can sit on the sofa, I've got my remote control. But I think what the tablet did is the tablet said, well, we can have that same experience or a similar experience, but now you can do that in the car. Now you can do that lying in bed back. Now all of a sudden, perhaps you can have two screens in a room. That's a novel concept. I mean, trying to watch television with two competing TVs, it just doesn't work. Yet, why is it, and some of the trends and things that we've seen in our research is that we've actually, as we've studied families and interacting and using their iPads, we've actually found them using two devices at once in the same room. So you might, for example, have, dad watching ESPN on the flat screen and his son sitting next to him watching, back episodes of Grey's Anatomy. So the ability to have dual watching in the same room is certainly one of the themes that we've seen.
And how does this new experience, because as you describe it, someone said yesterday something on the lines that the iPad's tomorrow's TV, which is quite an interesting quote. I don't know if it's true, but an interesting way of thinking about it. How do you see it transforming what you do, what Disney does?
So for us, I mean, it's completely reinvented how we think about distributing our video content. We have great partnerships with MVPDs across the world. Whether
so what's an MVPD?
A multi-video production distribution MVPD. Yes, but and effectively that's an acronym for a cable operator, cable system, or a telco that distributes video content. So certainly those are our primary relationships and very important. What the tablet does is it allows that second screen device, what we call the second screen. So we can add a lot more functionality to a tablet than perhaps we could with a television. With a TV, you still potentially use the up, down, right, left select arrows. So you might go through a large menu, you might select a film, you might go to one of our TV shows and watch it. But with a tablet and your finger, it gives you a lot more flexibility. So now we did a great app for the Academy Awards. And it allowed you to see your social network, it allowed you to react, you can see blogs, you can actually jump back and forth between different video segments, so you can jump back and forth between cameras in a way, in a functionality, in a way that's far easier to do with my finger and my tablet in my hand than it would be with a remote control. So I think that functionality laid on top with the social networking and the communication and the fact that it's real time gives you that kind of immediacy.
So it's almost a new media, in the sense that it isn't just, or you could see it as an extension of the TV, but you could actually see it as a new media, as with new layers, with new things you can do, with new opportunities and new ways of consuming completely. I
completely agree with that. I think if you think about TV, certainly connected TVs are a thing to look forward to, and I think that's coming down the road. But for right now, I mean, we have taken a video experience and now we've laid on top of it, real on demand, and we've laid on top of it social networking, and we've laid on top of it, being able to use geofilters, and we've laid on top of it the ability to communicate with your friends and social networks. So when you stack all those things on top of that and put it in a flat device, it becomes very compelling content. In fact, I have an iPad here which I carry with me religiously. Wouldn't leave home without it. And what I have here, Andrew, is an example of one of our apps. This is the ABC iPad app, and it has terrific functionality. So you can see here our different TV shows, which are flipping across the screen here. It also allows you to see the schedule. So you can see what the ABC schedule is on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it shows the middle is at 8, and then Suburgatory, one of our new shows, at 8:30. At 9 o'clock we have Modern Family.
So it's helping you with discovery.
It's a discovery tool. Here you've got all the, if you want to drill down to a specific show, it's got my own personal history, information about the specific shows, an opportunity for feedback. All of a sudden, you have a completely now interactive and customized experience. It was one of the first apps actually that Steve Jobs partnered with us on, and the Apple team, when the iPad was first launched. So we had won a lot of awards and kudos for a great product, and it's consistently done well for us.
Obviously a lot of people we're talking to today are telecoms company or telcos. How can they help you with this multimedia delivery? What kind of things can they do for you?
Well, I think the telcos are really important to the process, and we certainly partner with telcos, across the world, and we view them as important partners. For the telcos, I mean, this device is dependent on being able to have 3G wireless, or being able to have, a good signal. So the telcos are very much an important part of our equation there. As we start adding new apps and new layers, we may want to add billing. We may want to add other features that the telco could assist us with. So I think the telcos are an important part of our world.
Well, it's exciting you should say that. We haven't got time to go into all of that now, but one of the things that we frequently experience with a telecoms company is to say, well, we don't really know what the demand is for this. And one of the things I think you were quite vocal on here was to say, well, if we can get the deal right, this is stuff that we're really genuinely interested in, and that's an important message for us. So thank you very much for the time today, Nikos.
Absolutely. No, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you.